What up, scooter heads? It's your boy. You know who it is. Today we're gonna do this video on this Nami. Oh my goodness. Before we do this video on the Nami, we're gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna buy some salmon, some salad, you know, lettuce and stuff like that. Gotta eat healthy, trying to lose this weight for the summer so I can get a little more range out of these things. And plus we feel a little bit better, you know? So with that being said, let's get into the video. So what's good, guys? Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you saw. I only want you to hit the like if you like what you saw. But anyway, I present to you guys the Nami Burn E. Now, why the Nami Burn E? We'll talk about that in another video. That's going to be a long ass conversation, but I'm sort of glad I went with it. Okay, there was a lot of little things that I had to go through before I actually got this thing where it was really good to ride, and I was like, okay, I think I feel comfortable with this thing. Small issues that was actually rectified through the warranty of the, through the warranty of the company, Fluid Free Rides, who is an actual authorized dealer for the Nami Burn E. So if you guys are thinking about riding the Nami or buying the Nami Burn E, I highly encourage you to test ride one if you ever get a chance to. You may not have that chance because there's no authorized dealer near you. Maybe you might see someone or meet up with a group of people who ride electric unicycles or scooters who may have a Nami. Try it out. It's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good scooter. Fluid Free Rides, who is the authorized dealer in the United States. By the way, I put some links in the description below for different vendors where you can buy a Nami Burn E at. This will vary depending on where you actually live in the world, because this is sort of like a global product. They do sell the Nami Burn E everywhere around the world, and as well as many other scooters. But anywho, this scooter is listed as an ultra high performance 72 volt 32 amp hour or 28 amp hour. It depends on your region. You guys may have that as an option, but it should be a 60 mile an hour 90 mile plus range, highly water resistant. You got IP55 on the actual scooter itself and IP65 on the controller of water resistance, and it's not waterproof but water resistance. And you have fully adjustable suspension, and in your powertrain. Yep, I said it. Your powertrain is actually adjustable to the point where you can actually go on ahead and fine tune how much power goes to the front and the rear wheels. So it's pretty dope. But let's get into it a little deeper. All right, and as you guys can see here, this is the Nami Burn E. When you get your Nami, you're going to get a small box inside the big box that has the Nami in it. You're going to have your pamphlet, as you can see. You're going to have a hex key set. And you're going to get two 2.6 amp chargers with your Nami, and then you're going to have a steering dampener. Typically, it's very typical that you get a steering dampener. That's going to be one of 3 steering dampers. All right, in this scene you have your little control panel here for your actual lights and your horn. So the button on the top, of course, is going to be your actual headlight, and you got the left and right turn signals. When you have the turn signal on, the little light panel above the arrows will indicate which actual turn signals on, and the horn's pretty loud. And this is what your turn signals are going to look like when you turn them on. Now the problem is people who are behind you will not know that you will have your turn signal on because they cannot see it. So these are only going to show from the side, but what they can see is that rear tail light right there. And when you have your headlights on, the regular light comes on, and then when you press the brakes, the upper LEDs turn on. So here's your headlight right here. That's a 2000 lumen headlight. It's got a really nice cutoff, when you're riding at night. I would say this headlight is good for speeds up to 25 miles an hour. Anything above, you're probably going to need something with a little more power. And there's your shock right there. The little red knob is your dampening, and the actual spring is adjustable via the bottom of the spring from the front and in the rear. You have to buy a special tool that you can hook onto it. It's kind of like coilovers in the car. You turn to the left, you turn to the right, and you adjust your shock. Now here's your controls. You got 5 different modes. You got Eco, you got Drive, you got Sport, Custom, and X. X is full send. If you got the little red turbo button on the top right corner of the screen, it's going to be full send with extra 15% power. Now this is a menu right here that you can see is like a secret menu, and that's the menu that's going to adjust the power settings to your actual motors in different drive modes. Right now in the X mode, that's what I'm playing around with in the settings. I'll do that in another video. Oh,
And this thing is pretty quick. How quick? Let me show you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't be alarmed, but if you look at the little display to the left, that was performed with my Draggy software. So we did a quarter mile here. Now that's not official because I think at some point in time I actually backed off the throttle, not realizing that I was actually doing a quarter mile. So but that's what we got. That's actually quicker than some cars. However, as you can see there by looking at the chart, the Nami never quite hit 60 miles an hour. My rider weight's 205 pounds, by the way. And speaking of not being able to hit 60 miles an hour, let's go over the bads here. You see that bent rim over there? Okay, so this scooter is heavy, and this scooter is very hard to jump. So unless you have a lot of experience with getting heavy scooters like this up in the air, the suspension is quite soft, so it'll be pretty hard. You will bend your rim trying to climb up, you know, sidewalks and stuff. Now that front rotor, that was something that was actually bent. That's just part of the bads now. That front rim was bent. That front rotor, I'm sorry, was bent, and I had to go in and get it replaced through the warranty of the Fluid Free Rise. They honored the warranty. It was actually pretty dope. Along with that, they went and sent me a bleed kit because the front brakes needed to be bled. Speaking of front brakes, you have front and rear nut brakes, 4-piston if I'm not mistaken. Someone please correct me if I'm mistaken. I think it's 4 pistons though, which has a lot of braking power once they're working properly. Now, I don't know about their consistency, but I actually did like the nut brakes. They do feel pretty good. I did have an accident in the video that I posted before this, but that was just strictly rear brakes. I had no front brakes because I haven't bled them yet before I did the ride. But these nut brakes are pretty good. Then this mud guard right here, you want that back one to be on top of the front one. And here we have the PSI. Typical PSI for a Nami scooter is between 47 and 48 PSI. So you want to make sure you have your tire pressure somewhere set between that range for the best performance and not have to worry about flats and stuff. And you also want to get you an aftermarket headlight because the original headlight that it comes with is not that bright. That Gemini Titan 4000 that you just saw, that is the controller for it. It does have a wireless remote. That wireless remote uses a CR2032 batteries in it. It's actually pretty good. That stem right there that you're looking at, the part that's inside the upper part of the steering mechanism, that can bend. So you might end up needing to get that replaced. We'll go over this. That's your headlight right there again. That's the Gemini Titan 4000, or you can get an outbound lighting headlight, which is the car. That one right there and specifically is the Trail Evo. That is a very bright light and has a lot of built-in technologies in it. You got the 9 Ninja 3-liter pouch. You can go on with that one, or you can get the Wildman 3-liter pouch. I like the Wildman. The Wildman seems more bigger, even though they're both 3 liters. You want to get you a stand of some sort because when you want to perform duties on your scooter, you want to do some maintenance, change your tires, install some things. You want a stand like that that can raise. You also want to get some tube sealant. I actually haven't put this in my tires yet. Not really sure what I'm waiting on, but this stuff, I used it on my Dualtron Victor and it works very good for small punctures. You get anything really, really big, this stuff's going to leak out, but it's really good to have. Then you got your Xiaomi electric air pump. This thing, as you can see, it comes with the USB-B charger. You got your French adapter for your French valves. So if you have a bicycle with French valves, you can still pump your air with this, and you got the one for your regular balls. This is the shaped tool that I was telling you guys about to adjust your actual shocks. The tool is going to look like this. I will try and get the actual size tool that you need because this one does not work on the Nami. And then you want to get you some hex keys, your own little personal metric hex screws with the ball bottoms. Yeah. And then this is what the ball bottom looks like. It makes it a lot easier to screw things like your deck bolts that comes loose when you go riding for about 60, 70 miles at a time. So you're going to go ahead and get you some hex bolts with the round bottom so you can go on ahead and screw your things down. And before you screw your bolts down, you want to go on ahead and get you something like this blue Loctite. Which Loctite? That one, the 242. Get you some thread locker you're going to put on your bolts before you screw them in so they don't come out on you. Now here's the Glass Fusion Plus. This is what you want to get for the actual monitor, your display for your Nami. Once that plastic wears out, get one of those because this is what your Nami can look like if you have it folded and it rubs up against the scooter. This is what it did to my display. It kind of rubbed up. That's the plastic on that monitor right now is the plastic that it came with. I just never took it off. So if you're just buying a Nami and you haven't taken that off, I would say leave it on as long as you can until it gets messed up. Just make sure you get one that's big enough to cover the actual screen on your Nami. Now, to go along with that screen protector, you definitely want to go on ahead and get you a silicone case for the Garmin Edge 830 GPS to help protect the edges of your Nami display. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you buy some gear. This scooter right here is not the scooter to be playing around with. It has a lot of power. It's very fast when you ride it fast. It's very hard to ride slow. So you definitely want to make sure you buy some gear, good helmet, good, armed, upper body and lower body if you can gear. If you don't know where to buy some gear at, go to your local motorcycle shop and just look around. Most motorcycle shops are very good at helping people pick out gear so you can ride safely and protect yourself. I do know of about 2 people who actually had accidents on their scooters, and one just had broke his thumb. I'm talking about. Going ahead and hit the comments below, man. Let them know what happened with your Victor. And another gentleman who crashed, and actually I don't know if he broke his leg, but he injured himself a whole lot. So you guys want to make sure you're being safe as much as possible. There is only so much gear can do for you while you're riding, but hey, anything helps and anything works. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go on ahead and hit that like button, man. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And hit that notification bell, because I'm going to go more in depth with this scooter. I'm going to explain to you guys the types of issues that I was dealing with the Nami. It is not a perfect scooter, but it is a very good scooter. Everyone told me, hey Jay, make sure you go on ahead and work through the kinks. Once you get past the kinks, you're going to love this thing. And now I see what they're talking about. I wanted me a scooter that could give me at least 20 to 25 more miles of range than my Dualtron Victor, and this one seems to be delivering on that promise as of so far. I haven't been able to take it on a range test, but if you guys go on ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell, you will know when the range test actually comes out. I will have to wait till it gets warmer outside to be able to perform that test, just to make it fair to my Dualtron Victor and my ninebot Max. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go on ahead and let you guys finish watching the rest of this video. If you guys want to see a Skydio 2 Plus die, you will sort of get to watch that here in like about 10 seconds. All right. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Comment below, what scooter did you buy? Are you thinking about buying a Nami? Let me know. Maybe I could help you figure out a scooter to buy. Just from, you have to ask yourself a bunch of questions. There's a lot of questions to ask before you buy a scooter. I asked myself a crap ton of questions, and the Nami is what I ended up landing on. It just happened to be one of my nostalgia scooters, and I'm glad I was able to get it. But I see you guys on the next video. All right, and watch the Skydio die. Watch him kill itself. All right, Jay on the Segway, signing out. Peace in a bottle of hair grease.
Well, there goes the Skydio 2 Plus.